Hey, wrestling fans, F and true followers, and members of the WC. Brian Crazy here with F and Brand of Wrestling and Entertainment here on YouTube.com. Back with my review of TNA's Against All Odds pay-per-view. Against All Odds took place last night, February 12, 2012, from the TNA Impact Wrestling Zone in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios. It was a great event in my opinion. Now let's run through it. We start off the show with Hardy entering the arena. They have an interviewer is trying to ask him some questions. Hardy is just kind of making this smirk and enters the building. Then we see a video package, and then we get the formal introductions from Jeremy Borash and Mike today. Taz was not at last night's pay-per-view. Taz is dealing with the death of his family, and from everybody here at the F and Brand of Wrestling and Entertainment, we wish Taz and his whole family our condolences. So we go into the first match of the night. This is Zema Ion versus Jesse Sorensen for the #1 contender for the X Division title. These guys are going back and forth. It is great action. We see Sorensen end up outside the ring. This is when Zema Ion attempts an outside moonsault off the second rope. He botches the maneuver, unfortunately. He hits Jesse Sorensen with a knee right to the head and knocks Sorensen out cold. Sorensen had to be transported to the hospital. Dixie Carter provided some updates on her official Twitter about Sorensen's condition. When I get a little bit more information, I will bring it to you. Also check out my website, FightNationWrestling.com, for more information. And before we even get any farther, I'm just thinking about what I just said. I said he botched a maneuver. Well, let's rewind that. Yes, the maneuver did not come out the way that it was planned. But the one thing that me and my broadcast partner, JC Styles, always say is we have to respect the athletes. These are human bodies. There's physics at play here. And you know what? Mistakes happen. But at the end of the day, these guys can end up paralyzed. And who knows what's going to end up happening with Jesse Sorensen. He's a young kid. Hopefully he bounces back quickly. But who knows what kind of injury he has. We need to respect the athletes and respect that they're courageous enough to go out there and put it all on the line for our entertainment. Let's keep this review going. The next match was a surprise match. It was for the television title. Robbie E comes out with his bodyguard Robbie T and issues an open challenge. Shannon Moore answers this challenge. During the match, Rob T sneaks in a punch. This is when Robbie E hits a huge DDT. 1, 2, 3. Robbie E is still your television champion. The next match is for the Knockouts title, Gail Kim versus Tara. Tara goes for a moonsault off the top rope. She ends up missing this maneuver, ends up hitting her knee bad. As you guys know, Tara wears a brace. I believe it's her right knee. I could be mistaken, but she ended up hitting this knee. This gave Gail Kim the opportunity that she needed. Gail Kim hit a maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Gail Kim retained the Knockouts title. Then we go into the Tag Team Championship match. This card was loaded with title matches. We see the Blueprint and Crimson defend their tag team championships against Samoa Joe and Magnus. Crimson goes for a huge spear. He ends up hitting his tag team partner Matt Morgan accidentally. This is when Joe clotheslines Crimson outside of the ring. Joe hits the snap mirror. Magnus hits the elbow like we've seen them win so many matches with. 1, 2, 3. Magnus pins Matt Morgan, and Magnus and Samoa Joe are your new TNA Tag Team Champions. Then we go into the X Division Championship match, Austin Aries versus Alex Shelley. Aries wins this match via submission. He is still your X Division champion. Then we go into Kazarian versus AJ Styles. Christopher Daniels is at ringside, and Christopher Daniels provides just enough distraction to distract AJ and allow Kazarian to pick up the win via fade to black. During this match, AJ was so distracted with Daniels at ringside. He had the opportunity to finish off Kazarian, but he instead decided to do a moonsault onto Daniels, who was at ringside. This is what gave the opportunity. Kazarian picked up the win, like I mentioned. Then we go into Gunner with Eric Bischoff, going against Garrett Bischoff with Hulk Hogan. Garrett Bischoff showed us a lot of what he's learned, a lot of these skills that he has learned. He is a good wrestler, and I can see a lot of potential in this kid. He just needs a little more polishing. Gunner's been in the ring. Gunner's been in the ring with some of the best talent the TNA has, and he's defeated. And he's not only defeated, but he's dominated and decimated a lot of talent by laying them out on the exposed concrete at ringside via usually DDT. During this match, we see Hulk Hogan. He's worried about Garrett Bischoff's well-being. He goes up onto the ring stairs, offers to throw in the towel. Unfortunately, this distracts Garrett. Gunner hits a maneuver, 1, 2, 3. Gunner picks up the win. It was via DDT. Then we go into the world title match. This is Robert Roode defending against Jeff Hardy, James Storm, and Bully Ray. The Insane Icon has interjected himself. He will be the special guest enforcer during this match. During the match, Roode spits in Sting's face. Sting tries to hit Roode with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Unfortunately, Roode moves out of the way. Sting makes contact with Jeff Hardy. Roode pins Hardy, and Sting is forced to count to 3. It was kind of a disappointing way to finish the match, but how does a great heel win? Any way he needs to. Any means necessary. Sting very reluctantly raised the hand of the World's Heavyweight Champion, and I can't wait to see what the future of TNA holds. Recently, TNA let go of Vince Russo, the head writer, who's formerly a writer for the WWF and WCW. He's written for TNA for years. Recently, they let go of Terry Taylor as well and brought in Bruce Pritchard, who used to be Vince McMahon's right-hand man. What direction is TNA going to take? I can't wait to see. I enjoyed this event. I know a lot of members in the YWC did not. I did. Now, I want to let you guys know this is going to be a first for one of my reviews. Not only am I going to post this review on my main site, F and True Wrestling, I'm also going to post this on Fight Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. So please check it out on both sites. Please subscribe. If you're watching this on Fight Nation, subscribe to F and True Wrestling. If you're watching this on F and True Wrestling, go over, check out Fight Nation, and subscribe. I provide a little bit different content on Fight Nation than I do on F and True Wrestling. Please check out all the channels that make up the FM brand of wrestling and entertainment, and check out my website, FightNationWrestling.com, for news, reviews, and much more. Thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for being loyal fans and subscribers. I apologize about my short absence. I am back in full force, and we're going to take this channel and all the channels to the next level. Thanks for checking this out. Can't wait to hear your feedback for the FM brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com. My name is Brian Crazy. I am the founder of the FM brand, and I'll catch you later.